So welcome to April 25th, 2025 graduation. And my name's Eduardo Andrade, and I'm a member of the
Here's
board
the
of directors
graduation.
of Guiding Eyes. But I also have the
What?
privilege of being the interim CEO, bridging us
No.
to the next leader of this organization. And so I have this privilege of welcoming you all to this graduation, which is one of the happiest days of our year. I guess we have 22 of them, and this is one of those great days. And so I'd like to thank and congratulate the graduates, the guides, all the training staff, all the staff, the puppy raisers who, gosh, this is your day as well, and all of our volunteers who are here today for Volunteer Appreciation Day. A huge welcome. Without all of you, none of this can happen. And I'm not going to blab anymore because we've got the rest of the program to get to. But thank you all, and let's get on with it. Whoever is next.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Walsh. I'm a regional puppy specialist of the East Regions. I help with the RPIs with data entry and help organize their regions. There's a quote by Elizabeth Andrew that I think will ring true most for our puppy raisers. Volunteers do not necessarily have the time, they just have the heart. So I want to start by thanking all of our incredible, dedicated puppy raisers for finding the time and providing countless hours, sleepless nights, and hours of training, along with the patience and passions that help to lead to this very moment. You did it. You worked through and overcame all the obstacles that come along with teaching a young puppy from scratch. Along the way, you helped build a foundation that was essential in getting them here today. And now they're about to embark on an exciting new journey with their new partner. I just want to say thank you for your commitment to puppy raising. We would never be able to impact the lives of so many graduates, including the ones here today. Without your heart and dedication, I'd now like to recognize the raisers that could be here with us here today. When I say your name, please walk up to receive your certificate from the staff member. Lisa Bumlow at Marina. And Alex Knowles with Pinky. We do have a couple of puppy raisers that couldn't attend today. If you can please hold the applause to the end. We have Lynn Aleva Bevins with Jackie, Rachel Bell with Marina, Jeff Edwards with Donovan, Lynn Edwards with Donovan, Shar Finkel with Irving, and Brandon Martinez with Irving as well. Thank you all once again. It truly takes a village to raise a puppy, and the puppy program is entirely grateful for all of you. I'd like to now turn it over to Michelle Tang.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the April 5th graduating class. My name is Michelle Tang. I am a placement specialist at Guiding Eyes. My partner, Mick Belio, placement manager, Stephanie Corrett, and I have had the absolute pleasure of working with these 4 teams in front of you over the last 2 weeks. In addition, trainee guide dog trainer, Abby Tanzer, shadowed this class. First to my left, please welcome our first team, Jerry and Yellow Lab Elias. Jerry is originally, actually that fits him very well. Jerry is originally from Texas, currently residing in Maine with his wife, Daria. Elias is Jerry's second guide dog, succeeding Black Lab Simone, who he received in July 2015. He also had to work with me then for Jerry. Jerry is now retired and enjoys volunteering, hiking, and exploring around Maine. Jerry loves Elias's love of life and drive for the work. They bring out the best in each other every day and appreciate each other for who they are. Elias was trained by Amy DiPaolo and Ben Cole. Next to Jerry is Courtney and Black Lab Pinky. Courtney is here at Guiding Eyes for the very first time. She has had 2 guide dogs in the past, but Pinky is her first guide dog in several years. Courtney lives in Portland, Maine, with her 2 children, and they are thrilled to have Pinky join their little family. Courtney has a background in social work and has a job she loves supporting blind youth and their families. Courtney looks forward to many journeys with Pinky and her kids this summer, camping and swimming in the Maine woods, traveling to Boston, and adventuring around their home city by the sea. Pinky was trained by Allie Greenberg.
Next up is Alex and Marina. Alex France has joined us from Omaha, Nebraska. Alex walks to his office every day where he works as an orientation counselor for the Nebraska Commission of the Blind. He has been paired with his very first guide dog, Marina, a bright yellow lab female. Alex is an avid runner and has completed 7 marathons, including the Boston Marathon. Marina will be joining him on his shorter, more leisurely runs. Alex is excited to take Marina on a trip to Minnesota with his family this summer, where he is sure she will be just launching off the dock into the lake. One of my favorite parts of this class has been watching Marina absolutely wrap Alex around her paws. When he first arrived, he was so concerned about getting his hands dirty, and now he can be found laying on the ground with her snuggling any chance he gets. Alex, your easygoing attitude and quick wit has been a great addition to this class, and I am excited to hear of all your future travels with your girl. Marina was trained by me. Our last team that was trained residentially is Maddie and Jackie. Madeline Garber has joined us from Narberth, Pennsylvania. She commutes into city center Philadelphia 3 times. Center City, so sorry.
Okay.
She's got me. 3 times a week via the commuter train for her job in public health. Maddie has been paired with her first guide dog as well, Jackie, who is a small black lab female. As a self-proclaimed golden retriever, Maddie and Jackie hit it off right away. Maddie loves Jackie's silly side, especially her post-park zoomies. Maddie is very excited to get Jackie home to meet her new cat sister, Lila, affectionately known as the Void, as she is also all black. Maddie has big plans for Jackie and cannot wait to get her home to teach her all of their routes and take her on some vacations coming up. Thanks for the invite, Maddie. In all seriousness though, Maddie, I'd like to thank you for coming in with such an eagerness to learn and for always keeping a positive attitude. I am so proud of the strides you have made over the last 2 weeks and cannot wait to hear of all of your adventures with Jackie. Jackie was also trained by me. In addition to our 4 teams you see in front of you, I would also like to acknowledge our 2 home training teams graduating with this class. Rania Dima of Frederick, Maryland, was trained with her second guide dog, Yellow Lab Donovan. Donovan and Rania bonded very quickly, and Rania just adores how much Donovan likes to cuddle, even as he fully sits on her. Rania looks forward to getting back outside and walking in the neighborhood with Donovan and running errands with her family, but particularly she's excited to work him around the serene campgrounds they go to. Rania finds passion in music, writing, and works tirelessly advocating. While Rania loves Donovan's presence, as do her husband and 2 daughters, the most excited is her pet dog, Zane. He now has a young dog to play with while guide dog Clyde enjoys his retirement. The amount of love in the household was palpable, and they will undoubtedly have an amazing future together. Rania was serviced through our specialized training program with GDMI Louise Thompson. Donovan was trained by Izzy Dulesky and Louise Thompson. Last up is Janet Marcoux of Massachusetts, who has received her 10th Guiding Eyes dog, a black lab named Irving. Janet began working dogs back in 1984. She is now retired, but formerly Janet worked in health and advocated for programs for the deafblind community. Janet and her husband live along the coastline and look forward to incorporating Irving into their walks along the coast, canoeing, camping, dancing, and jazz concerts. Janet and Irving were trained by GDMI Shannon Walsh, and Irving was trained by myself and Shannon Walsh.
Now we're going to turn it over to the graduates.
Hello, everyone. As you know, my name is Jerry, and I think you all know my beautiful guide here. First of all, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates. It's been a joy doing this with all of you. When I was here 10 years ago, I remember thinking on graduation day, the best day ever. Since I've returned, I realize that every day at Guiding Eyes is the best day ever. I'd like to thank everyone that's involved here. This is truly a phenomenal organization. I can't say enough. Thank any of y'all enough. I would like to thank all the staff, Chef Rob, everybody in the kitchen. I mean, you're responsible for the shirts fitting the way it does. The trainers that trained him, I mean, come on, look at this face. Now you can look at his. No, I truly love everyone here. As Michelle said, 10 years ago, she trained my first guide and trained me. This time she drew the short straw again, and here we are. But I'm so blessed to have been part of this, and my puppy raiser has spent so much time with this guy, and I cannot thank them enough for allowing him in their home and showing him the love that they have. That's all I got, folks. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'm Courtney, and this lovely gal here is Pinky. I want to echo what Jerry said in congratulating the rest of my graduates here with me. It's been really an awesome adventure with all of you. And I also want to echo just my deep gratitude for everyone that has made these past 2 weeks possible, and also who provides support going forward as well. I've just been, this is my first time getting a guide through Guiding Eyes. It's not my first guide dog, it's my first through this school, and I won't go back. I love it here. So I have been so deeply, so impressed with with everyone here that I've met. Everyone's been so welcoming and kind and knowledgeable. And I think what stuck out to me the most is just the commitment that everyone has to what they do. It's just really palpable, and that makes a huge difference for us here as students. It's been really powerful to meet Pinky's puppy raiser and her trainer, and then to learn just all the people that have kind of had a hand in pairing us together. So, and I've just been, I'm just deeply grateful for the instruction, and have laughed a lot along the way as well, which has been awesome. As a mom, I was a little nervous to take the plunge into getting another guide dog, just because I know it's a big commitment, but as soon as I set a date to come here, everything just felt like it fell right into place. Pinky is remarkable, and I just feel so connected to her already, and that's just such an amazing feeling. So I'm so excited to bring her home with me and introduce her to my kids, and just have her, watch that, have that bond continue to grow. Because I know how powerful it can be, and I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you, everybody.
All right, so I'm Alex, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but now all of our dogs are trained for food every time everybody claps. So that'll be the first thing I teach her not to do when I get home. No. But yeah, I was paired with Marina, and it's my first time getting a guide dog. I've been when I first started losing my vision in high school, that was like the first thing I was like, oh, you can get a dog, and so it's been like 7-8 years of me contemplating getting a dog and going through that process, and went to college, and I ran cross country and track in college, and so I really wanted a running dog, and Guiding Eyes is the only school as of right now that does running guides, and so made my options pretty easy. But I'm so thankful for the staff here, like what they've said already, all the people that take a hand. You don't really realize how much goes into these dogs until you actually come here and they talk to you about, okay, we breed them, then they go to puppy raisers. And as far as putting bows on their backs as little puppies, like that's crazy how, how much they think about the importance of getting them used to different things. And yeah, really thankful. And even as my time here, I work with other clients who are blind or low vision who might want dogs. And so being able to come here and kind of see the philosophy of Guiding Eyes and how the staff interacts with people who are blind was really awesome and really good to be a part of. The culture here is amazing. I don't know, for those of you who don't work here or who are not around the staff here, it's awesome. I mean, the fact that we're all able to come in for 2 weeks and feel like we're part of a family is something that you don't get everywhere. And so I just want you guys to know that if you're donating, if you're part of the puppy raising, whatever you're a part of, you contribute to that, and it is phenomenal. So I don't, other than, thank you again for everything that you guys do. Obviously words don't necessarily mean the amount that I want to thank people, but yeah, I appreciate it very much. Marina, you got anything to say?
Hey everybody, my name is Maddie, and as we already heard, this is my first guide dog, Jackie. Man, how do I top up all of that? Everybody's kind of covered a lot of the things I wanted to say, but yeah. So I grew up around a lot of people who are blind. So I grew up around guide dogs, and I've known basically for as long as I can remember that I would eventually like to take the plunge and get one of my own. It's just circumstances worked out so it could happen now. And I, going into this, there's a lot of excitement, but also a certain amount of fear and anxiety. It's a new area, a new dog, a completely brand new experience. And you can go around all the guide dogs you want. It doesn't prepare you for having one yourself. And the sheer amount of work and concentration and time that goes into it. But I will tell you, but everybody here has made it such a seamless process. There's so much passion and love, and everybody, I can't thank all of the trainers who have helped us enough for dealing with my incessant questions and the amount of patience they've shown, and how they both know when to praise, to remind both myself and Jackie that we're doing well, but also how to gently critique and correct anything wrong we're doing. And it's a big learning process. I now understand why why people, exactly how much work goes into this, as Alex said, and why it's such an involved, why it's so involved. And I just have to say, every day Jackie impresses me with what she can do and how she navigates around the world, and how she can show me things that I wouldn't have known were there, like navigating narrow, twisting streets of dog distractions and people and music seamlessly, and crossing busy streets. But aside from that, I just want to thank everybody who makes this possible. Again, like I said, be it the trainers, the volunteers, the puppy raisers, everybody who puts these dogs into our hands. This is a wonderful organization. I don't think I've ever worked so hard but had so much fun in the course of 2 weeks, maybe ever. So thank you, everybody. And I will absolutely be continuing to go here for my guide dogs in the future. And Jackie thanks you all too, and says, can she please have more treats?
We're now going to turn it over to Janet Marcoux online. Janet, can you unmute yourself?
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me all right. We're not getting a very good picture here, so I'm not sure what's up. Anyways, this is Janet with Irving. One of the things that I noticed when Melissa was whoever was reading my bio, you did leave out that I am retired from Northeastern University faculty. That's where I was teaching before I retired. And I have been with Guiding Eyes for 40 years, and I have had Irving is number 10. And I find that the amount of energy that goes into training these dogs is just extraordinary. I want to say very gracious thank you to all the trainers, particularly Shannon, who trained Irving. I also want to say a great deal of thanks to my husband, who has been standing by me through all my dogs, through all the wonderful adventures we've had with camping and canoeing in wilderness and dancing and listening to jazz and you name it. It's been a lot of quite an adventure. And I particularly want to say thanks to Irving. I wish you could see him. Maybe if I have him stand up. Hey, Irving. Yeah, put your head right there. Irving, up, up, up. Irving, up. Irving, come on. Irving, up, 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 up. Want to put your head right here? He's very tall. He's very tall. Here, Irving, look up here. Look, put your head in. Look, yeah, say hi. Say hello. Yeah, he's very, very tall.
There he is.
There he is. The really neat dog. And thank you to the puppy raisers who have raised him. Thank you very, very much for all your energy in doing this. An amazing commitment for sure. And I also just want to say today is the birthday of the dog I retired, Peaches, who went back to her puppy raisers. And today she is 12 years old. She was with me for 10 years. Yeah. So it's quite the amazing day. Yeah, thank you all.
Happy birthday, Peaches. And next up, we are going to present the graduates with their certificates. So we have Jerry and Elias. Congratulations. Courtney and Pinky. Congratulations. Alex and Marina. Congratulations. And last but not least, Maddie and Jackie. Congratulations. Good job, guys. And that concludes our ceremony today. As a reminder, raisers can head upstairs with the graduates and Rosies, can continue to mingle. And volunteers, we have your appreciation dinner at the Mayapack Firehouse, and hope to see you there. Have a good evening, everybody. Get home safe. Here we go.